Alright team, welcome back to Keeping Goals, welcome back to another video. We've got another big matchday vlog in today's episode. That's because my club, FC United of Manchester, we are taking on Bamber Bridge at home in the Northern Premier League. Now, not only is it a big day because it's match days are always big days, Bamber Bridge are an interesting team for us this season. First of all, take a look at the table. We are sitting in 12th place. We are 6 points ahead of Bamber with 2 games in hand. And as you can see, as I say each week, the table is super tight. So we want to build on our win from last week, add another 3 points and keep on climbing up the table. As we get to the final third of the season in our league, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th are playoff spots. And we want to finish the season strong and get as close to that point in the table as we possibly can. Now, the other reason why this is a big game is because Bamber Bridge were the opposition that we faced at our lowest point of the season so far. We didn't do a video on it, but my first ever league game for FC United back in October, the picture was very, very different. We were second bottom in the table, 21st out of 22 teams. A new manager had just come in a couple of weeks previously. He'd brought in a lot of new players, including myself, and we went to Bamber Bridge hoping that it would be the beginning of us moving forward and getting better as a group. What ended up happening was we were 4-0 down at half time, and it was probably the worst performance, well, definitely the worst performance we've put in this season and a real low point. But what it did for us as a group is it gave us the bottom. We knew we were at the bottom and we knew we had to work super hard to keep on climbing up, and that is what we've been doing since. So facing Bamber Bridge today, this time at home, it's a case of us going out there and showing ourselves how far we've come since that point. We're looking for a massive performance and a massive win, and it's going to be a big game. Hopefully a big crowd. As always, we'll bring you along, show you everything that happens, but it's going to be a massive game. So, kit bag's ready. It's time to head out. Frankie's here.
Hello.
You ready to come along, Franks?
I am. I'm excited.
It's going to be a chilly February home game. You need to make sure you got all the football watching layers on.
I have. I'm prepped from Sweden.
Yeah, that's true. It's not that cold compared to Sweden.
No.
Looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm very excited, especially after such a good game last time. I'm really looking forward. I love going to watch at home because it just feels like the fortress. So.
Well, yeah, hopefully we can keep that run going. But it's always a good atmosphere at home. Crowd's always good, and Frankie's always leading on the chants as well. So, time to head out, head to the ground, and get ready for a big game. So, kicking off the game, Bamber Bridge in yellow and FC United, we are in red. Early on in the game, we started very, very strong. From the off, we were using our pace in our forward line to get behind the defence and create opportunities, just like that one for Dylan. And it didn't take us long before we got the first goal of the game. Brilliant cutback, great touch from Jay, and a brilliant finish into the far top corner. Doesn't get much better than that in terms of the start of the match. Bamber tried to respond, quite a direct team, enjoyed set pieces, this little flick on from a free kick, well cleared from Guy, but as soon as we had possession, we tried to hit them on the counter. As I say, our pace in forward areas caused teams problems. Alf got in and unfortunately didn't win the penalty due to the offside flag. Again, Donners does brilliantly in midfield to rob the ball, attack 3v3, play that through ball onto Jay, takes a good touch, good strike, and a good save from their keeper, and unfortunately we can't put the rebound into the goal. Another attack. As you can see, whenever we had possession, we were just creating chance after chance. Jay does really well to get down the outside of the fullback, cuts it back, and unfortunately Alf doesn't quite get there ahead of the defender. But Bamber still posed threats, just like this corner, into the box. Have to watch it all the way in, try and take it at the highest point, and then be safe with your footwork. This was an awkward free kick in the wide area, whipped in low. No room for error when you're handling on the goal line, but trust your hands, trust your technique. Another wide free kick. This one I was more pleased with. Good footwork, attacked the ball with pace. I knew I was going to get contact from the attackers or the defenders, so you just have to attack the ball with as much speed and power as you can to make sure that you come through that contact and keep hold of the ball. After those opportunities for Bamber from set pieces, we again got back on top. Brilliant underlapping run from Guy, a great cutback and a great finish from Dylan to put us into a 2-0 lead. A really, really good team goal. But as you can see, Bamber just wanted to hoist the ball into the box to create problems. This second phase from the cross, I managed to get there just ahead of the striker and the defender, and then release the ball to start us on a counter-attack. I was pleased with the kick because it hit the space behind the defence, but the defender did well to push Alf into those wide areas, and we weren't able to create anything from it. Another good ball into the box from Jay, just over Alf's head, and then the defender managed to steer it just wide of the far post. Coming towards the end of the first half, turn on the edge of the box, we weren't able to close down the ball and put any pressure on it, and the shot whistled past me under the bar to make it 2-1. Against the run of play, but obviously gave a bit more energy to Bamber Bridge for the end of that first half. Whenever you're pressured like that from a forward, use the space, trust your first touch, and if you need to take it past him, take it out of pressure like that, you can do so, and then release it so that your team can build again. Good cross, good parry from the goalie. Another high ball into the box. Again, judge it, attack it with speed, take it at the highest point. A little bit of afters left in there, but just roll with it. And that was the end of the first half, 2-1. Second half, Bamber Bridge came out with a little bit more intensity again, knowing that they had to do something to get back into the game, but we still created chances. Charlie stepping out from the back really well. Alf just unlucky not to slide that ball through to Dylan. Another long throw. This was one of their weapons. Always causes chaos when it's bouncing in and around the box, but we managed to deal with that one well. Whenever the ball gets worked back, you know a cross is coming in. This time too far away from me to come and collect, and the header was wide. Great ball from Charlie Munro. Dylan made a great run behind the defence, cuts it back to Alf for another easy finish to make it 3-1. And at this point, we thought we had complete control of the game. Ball out wide, you know what's going to happen. Put it into the box, come and collect. I thought it was a foul from the centre forward challenging me, but Jan does a great job to help me to block that follow-up shot. And at this point, the ref unfortunately seemed to lose control of the game. Some bad tackles going in from both teams, people leaving late challenges on each other, and that had been brewing all game. This elbow to Noah's head, don't know how he didn't get away with the yellow card there. But Bamber Bridge kept coming, they wanted to put pressure on. This chance, thankfully bobbling wide of the far post. But as you can see, as soon as the ball's put back, it's put into the box, and I managed to get down and make a good save. Unfortunately, I got a big boot to the face on this one. I should have taken my time, I should have let the physios come on because my head was absolutely rattled from it. But from the subsequent corner, ball gets cleared out to the edge of the box. I can see him lining the shot up, and suddenly I lose sight of the ball. A good strike, but one that I would back myself to deal with, but somehow it just escaped from me. As I said, whenever you get a big hit to the head or something like that, you need to take your time to relax, recover, get your bearings again, and I didn't. As soon as the corner was cleared, it's still a dangerous situation, and I wasn't able to get my hands behind the ball. As you can see, the players just come in front of the ball at the last minute, so I lose track of it, but still, it's one that I should be expected to save. That made it 3-2, and a little bit of a nervy last 10 minutes of the game. Everything that Bamber Bridge did was to put the ball into the box to try and cause chaos, but our defence held really strong, dealt with that one really well. Another cross into the box. This time I'm able to come and collect. If you do make a mistake, you've just got to be on the front foot, be brave, back yourself. Let the mistake go and keep working as you normally would, coming and claiming crosses and doing everything you can to help the team. We did a great job seeing out the last 5 minutes, keeping the ball in the corner, and managed to win the game 2. A massive, massive win. And there we go. A big, big win. First time we've had back-to-back wins this season. So, massive win, massive 3 points. Good performance from the lads. Saw out those kind of nervy last 10 minutes very, very well. Don't know if you can see it, but my little black eye has died down. It was pretty bad beginning of last week. And as I said in the analysis, I think the lesson I take from that game is if you have a bit of a whack, if something's a little bit disorientating. Take your time, let the physios come on. It's one of the advantages we have as a goalkeeper. If the physio comes on, we don't have to leave the pitch. So let the physio come on, take your time, get your bearings back, calm yourself down, just so you don't get rushed into difficult situations and ultimately make mistakes like I did with that second goal. But even if you do make mistakes, keep on coming, keep on working, keep on giving your all, keep on taking those crosses, keep being brave, and hopefully contributes to a win like that. And as you can see from the table, it helps us out. We are up to 10th place. We are now 10 points behind the final playoff position in the league with 10 games remaining. Might be too much of an ask, but 10 games to go, who knows what can happen. Hopefully we can just keep building, keep putting wins together, and then we'll see where we're at come the end of the season. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We've got some big videos coming up, as always. Looking forward to bringing you to them, and we will see you next week for the next one. But have a great week. Keep chasing improvement as always, and I'll speak to you in a bit.